PFAS, which is polyfluoride alkali substance. In the state of Maine, they have banned all products that contain, to be sold in that state, that contains this substance, or rather known, yes. They also have banned using, what was it? The wastewater from the filtration plants to be spread on farmers' land. Because of these products and because the food, the corn, wheat, what have you, would take up those products and into the food system. Okay, well, it takes up a lot more than that. Human waste from sludge contains a lot of stuff, usually a lot of heavy metals. And where do they get it from? People. Yes, our poop contains a lot of stuff. And remember, cows eat grass, which, you know, what's in the grass, and then we eat the cows. We eat the vegetable that's on the farmland, and we concentrate everything down. Yes, outside of the nitrates, you know. And our urine contains this stuff. And then it goes, of course, puts back on the land, and as wastewater or solid waste, which is very interesting, because I was involved in a study back in grad school at Argonne National Laboratory. There was a professor from the school that had 10 acres of cannabis growing. Yes. And I believe an equal amount of poppies growing. And he had a grant from the Drug Enforcement Agency, and what he was trying to do was find out diseases that would kill the poppies and the cannabis plants. Oh yeah, and I mean, and his fertilizer was waste, human poop. And he had, they dumped it there and they planted the seeds, and they got plants, big plants, not little plants, folks. You know, tree-side plants, really thick stalks and platter-sized leaves, and they were amazing what that stuff. And the poppies, I got these little poppies, maybe knee-high. These poppies weren't knee-high, and they had big buds on it. Well, what did they do with it? Well, they analyze the stuff. One, they try to find diseases that would kill that stuff. You know, if you find a good disease that will kill poppies, why, you can eliminate opium. And you could have spread it on the fields, the disease onto the when we were there in Afghanistan, it would have been perfect. We just wipe out the whole crop. But yeah, this stuff really grew. It really grew. And they analyzed what was in through a gas chromatographer unit, which was on site at Argonne, and they analyzed what the plant was taking up. Heavy metals. At that time, PFASs weren't really used in much. Of course, I'm talking 50 years ago, folks, you know. But there was that little thing. Oh, yes. Heavy metals, cadmium, you know, psyllium, heavy metal, arsenic. You know, it's like, what are these things taking up? Yes. Now, just think if you use this on farmer fields, which they were doing, your corn, Your vegetables. Around fruit trees. Whoa, no wonder they're big. Yes. Did they stop it? Well, I don't know. I do know that they were amazed. And, well, when they went in there to destroy everything, the groundspeople took a chainsaw, and what I heard, they used industrial grinders. And they had DEA out there watching everything being done. And they basically dug a pit, threw the stuff in there, and burned everything. Really burned everything. Well, you got to considering that, first of all, you got heavy metals in the cannabis plant, which is be awful to a person. And you had poppies, which very also contain heavy metals, and well, that would be that bad for somebody. But DEA was out there, and they destroyed everything. They burned everything. Must be terrible for the birds going downwind. So that's the only time I know of. Now, using the same thing, my local junior college has a course on the cultivation of cannabis. Oh yeah, they have a little little well-locked room, cameras inside, cameras outside, and they're growing cannabis plants and out of the biology department. And I guarantee you right now, the class is immediately filled up. Well, anybody who want to get into the field of growing cannabis and could get the license to grow cannabis, and I don't mean doing it at home, but how to make very good cannabis. But of course, cannabis been grown for a long time illegally, and they got some really powerful stuff. How powerful? Well, I'm quite sure a lot more powerful than that was grown 50 years ago. But hey, what can I do about it? Well, hey, they're doing it. I've seen pictures of it. They had something like on WGN, pictures of the plant room that they have it in with grow lights on there, and they're doing it with all the little water, and of course they will take the samples and run it through. I don't think they have a GC. I could be wrong, but I would think they will run it through their university GCs. What GCs? Northwestern has GCs. Or my old company Kraft had a lot of GCs. I wonder if they still have them at R&D. But yes, and of course, hey, people's hobbies now. Would I tell them to use the sludge? No, because the sludge has heavy metals in it. I used to go there and get buckets of sludge and stuff and plant it around my flowers, for the bees. I don't have any bees anymore. I don't even have honeybees anymore. It was great fertilizer, spread it around the yard. People thought I was crazy, but hey, I'm not eating the grass. Poor rabbits. But yeah. Of course, I don't know what they would do if they decide to grow the stuff outside. Well, they're saying in Argonne. Argonne has white deer. Fermilab has buffalo. Argonne has white deer. Yes, it's, they roam all over the place. They don't have to worry about humans. You just have these signs. They watch out for deer. And around the location, when they were growing pot, They had chain link fence with razor wire on top of it. Why? Well, it wasn't the deer they were worrying about. It was the humans. Of course, everything had big cameras and lights and what have you. But, yeah. Oh, well. Yeah, well, let's see. I think that should be it.